What's every Hello everybody. I'd like to welcome you back to the practice space. This beautiful brown room for another Dehd track breakdown. This one is going to be of the song Window.
There's a hole in my window. I was wondering how the rain was getting me.
This is probably the oldest song that made it onto our record and was almost in the trash can until we pulled it out of the trash can, uncrumpled that piece of paper, and gave it another shot. And kind of one of the things that felt like this one really had the chance to come back to life was this opening part. These lyrics have kind of always stuck with me. The hole in the window, wondering how the rain was coming in. So I guess just starting at the top, we have this intro here. Pretty simple, just guitar, vocals. There's a kind of a pretty drone that's going on in the background, and that is a couple string synthesizers, the Freeman synthesizer, some type of old famous synth that was at the studio we were at, and then a Prophet 1, and then I had a bunch of that going into one of the guitar pedals called the Microcosm. Just a nice kind of ethereal energy. This one is kind of the song I feel like feels really big, and I wanted to match some kind of energy that felt heavenly, I guess, in some way, especially considering the subject matter. Here we have the drums. This is kind of the thing that really saved the song, was this new drum beat. I think before it was a lot more laid back, and then Eric came up with this one, and I feel like this is kind of one of the stars of the song. It just is this really powerful, always moving forward, like march that he kind of just goes through this song. So this is really kind of where everything comes together. In the background, there's this very subtle piano. Piano is just super nice to reinforce the chord movement, and then also the kind of beauty of it is that it's both rhythmic and melodic. So in this point where there's this buildup, I feel like just doing those single notes, it just kind of emphasizes the punch of each note, and then also builds up until this little, I guess, breath of air.
Blue skies. Blue skies.
This is kind of something we've been doing a lot more on this record, was like playing with extremes of dynamics and kind of being able to strip away as much as possible until it's just the vocals and whatever else, and the kind of stretching between those limits, I think, is something fun, and we do quite a bit here. Pop into the second verse, same thing, kind of similar, just the band playing the song. Little guitar embellishing, panned off to the side to match up with this guitar. And really it's just to have something happening off on some side over there to just create this sense of movement. So it's not just the guitar kind of, panned one direction. It's kind of happening on all sides of you. And then the guitar solo. And then I doubled it up. I have this little cheap delay unit that's a old analog thing, and I was also playing the delay unit and doing some warpy stuff, which you can kind of hear on this. Kind of hear the slow pitch changing, cascading kind of sound, which is fun to do sometimes. And you can oftentimes just run something you've already played back out through some guitar pedals or some whatever random gear that you might wind up getting, and being able to play the effects themselves is just like another element of dynamic happenings, I guess. You know, it's not just the same static delay or effect, and can really achieve a lot of kind of unique sounds that way, I guess. And boom, baby, let's go to the end. So it's in kind of 3 stages. Here we go. Build up. Got some ambience in the background here. Piano's trucking along. Emily's vocals. Some of my harmonies.
Blue skies.
And everything goes crazy. We got synth bass.
Blue skies. Blue skies. Blue skies.
I think this is one of the string synths, but then I threw it through tremolo to kind of give it this choppiness, so that there's this extra sense of movement through this end piece. And then I put a little panning effect on it, so it's going back and forth just for some extra movement. And then another thing that we did at the end was this crazy stuff, which is a 404, and then sending that through a spring reverb that was exposed, so then you could also kind of like play the unit and rattle it a little bit to get a little extra nasty quality to it. But so that kind of comes in right at that last little bit explosion with the blue skies, and it's just one more pummeling throw the kitchen sink at it, let's go baby. And then yeah, really vocal wise, it's like just pretty much a main performance from Emily here, and then a few harmonies throughout. Got some harmonies, little do-do-do's here. It's kind of our most Beatles moment or some shit.
Blue skies, blue skies, blue
This is nice high harmony Emily's doing.
blue skies, blue skies.
I think one of the cool things about this song in particular is just the fact that it really is a lot of just us playing as a band, and you know, we like to be able to get kind of complicated and add a lot of layers and stuff in the studio, but there's also something kind of just raw about like playing your instruments and singing at the top of your lungs, which is really kind of what this one is, aside from a little bit of like textures here and there or some really sparing piano hits. So then, you know, once it all adds up, it's just kind of this.
Blue skies, blue skies.
And that's another track breakdown from Dehd, made with love for you. Thanks for watching.
Blue skies.